Trying something new today. I've been a trader for about 30 years. My first job actually out of college was trader. My official job was as a trader on the floor of the stock exchange, trading options and the queues. And so I've pretty extensive knowledge about how to trade. I trade every now and then for fun, and so I figured I'd do something new and share with you guys how I trade. So here's what I did today. Knowing that the market is fairly volatile with all of the political actions that are happening, as well as the current events with Jay Powell, getting, criminally investigated, as well as the inflationary pressures that have been present in the stock market for the last, gosh, however many years. The CPI print came out much hotter than expected at around 3%, and the core CPI at similar numbers. And so I knew the market was going to be facing a downturn today, and lo and behold, it opened it down today, and it actually, continued to move downward. And you can see it started its momentum below the 20 and the 50 and the VWAP. And so this is a classic downward move, but I was waiting for my entry points, and the entry points came at around 1019 when it finally broke through all of the indicators. It broke through the 20 MA, 50 MA, and the VWAP. And so I took my position at around 1019, and you can see on the MACD, the momentum is actually starting to slow down. And at some point, I was expecting and hoping for the signal to cross, and it did at a few minutes later around 1027. And so I took a position buying two puts at 10:19 a.m. at $1.19. I got filled at $1.19, and that happened right around here. And about 10 minutes later, you can see that as it crossed the 20, 50, and the VWAP, going below, right, validating my thesis that it would be falling much further down. That's where I took my profits and walked away with about $180 in profits for the day. And something interesting is that you can see that I actually bought one of the calls at around the same level because I made a mistake. I thought I was buying a put. Luckily, I was able to get out of that call right away. I bought it at 123 and sold it at 128. So I made a $5 profit on the calls. I was just very lucky. And you can see that if I didn't get out and I held on a little longer, I probably would have made another $300 more for the day. But profit is profit, no complaints. Used my indicators and worked through my trade utilizing the proper strategy and thesis that I had in mind. And so, hey, $180 day, not a bad day at all.